welcome to today class about the moments. After this class we expected to learners may getting the meaning of moments in statistics, various types of moments, interrelationship between central and non-central moments, vice versa, use of moments. Let's learn about the definition of moments. So generally this is a physical term supposed to be there are F1, F2, so on, Fn forces are there, and x1, x2, so on, xn distances from the origin of a point. The moment at the moment of a point at the force F1, the distance from the origin of the point is x1 is nothing but F1 x1. Similarly, the moment of force F2 about the origin, that is nothing but the distance from the origin of the point is x2 is F2 x2. Similarly, for n is nothing but Fn xn. The sum is nothing but summation over Fi xi. This summation divided by the total force, which gives the definition of moment. So whereas in the statistics, suppose there is a moments are various kinds. One is central moments. The second one is non-central moments, and the third one is sometimes factorial moments, and the fourth one is absolute moments. Right? So central and non-central moments are very familiar, and these concepts are enough up to the graduation level. So later classes you will learn about the factorial moments and absolute moments. So let us learn one by one what do you mean by central moment and what do you mean by non-central moment, and little bit of knowledge about factorial and absolute moments. Suppose the continuous frequency distribution is given, that is xi, given that fi I equals to 1 to so on n. So the moment of a variable x, about its origin is denoted by mu. So supposed to be rth moment of variable x about its arithmetic mean is notated as mu r. So which is given by 1 by n summation over I fi xi minus x bar whole to the power of r, or sometimes it is also notated as 1 by n summation over I fi zi power r, where zi equals to xi minus x bar. So sometime in particular cases, suppose you are substituting r equals to 0, that mu naught value is nothing but 1 by n summation over fi xi minus x bar whole to the power of 0. this component becomes 1. This component becomes 1. The remaining 1 by n summation over fi is nothing but 1, right? Suppose if you substitute r equals to 1, r equals to 1, so which becomes 1 by n summation over fi xi minus x bar whole to the power of 1. So you know that the property of the arithmetic, one of the property of the arithmetic mean, the algebraic sum of the deviations of variable from their arithmetic mean always 0, which means that the value of this component value is 0. So the entire value is 0. So mu naught value is 1, mu 1 value is 0, right? So let us come to non-central moments. So here I would like to tell about non-central moments. The same, the continuous frequency distribution is given. So xi given fi I equals to 1 2 so on n, 1 2 so on n. So the moment of a variable x about any point is notated as mu dash. Now rth moment of a variable x about any point is notated as mu r dash and given by 1 by n summation over I fi xi minus a whole to the power of r. This is nothing but about the mean. This is nothing but about the any point, about any arbitrary point. So here also sometimes we are notated as 1 by n summation over I fi xi minus a whole to the power of a, which is nothing but, sometimes some textbooks they may be defined as capital A or small a, whatever it may be. So which is nothing but di whole to the power of r, where di equals to xi minus a, right? So now you substitute r equals to 0, mu naught dash value equals to, the similar procedure you carry out, mu naught dash value equals to 1, mu 1 dash equals to 1 by n summation over I fi di. Suppose it to be this rth moment, the rth moment of a random variable x about the origin, then it becomes a mean value, right? So the next one is factorial moment. So let us learn what do you mean by factorial moment and so on, right? Factorial moment. So factorial moment of order r about the origin of a frequency distribution is defined as mu r dash equals to 1 by n summation over I fi xi of order r. So here, where if you observe that one, x of order r can be defined as x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into so on x minus r plus 1, right? So this is nothing but rth factorial moment of a variable x about the origin. Suppose it to be the factorial moment, rth factorial moment of a variable x about any point, it is defined as mu r dash equals to 1 by n summation over I fi xi minus a whole to the power of under r. So where x minus a whole to the power of r is nothing but x minus a into x minus a minus 1 into x minus a minus 2 and so on, x minus a minus r plus 1, right? So this is about the factorial moment. So similarly, absolute moment. Suppose x is a variable, the rth moment of a variable x about its origin is given by 1 by n summation over i fi into modulus of xi power r. Suppose it to be absolute moment of a variable x about its mean. It is defined as 1 by n summation over I fi modulus of xi minus x bar whole to the power of r. So this is the various types of moments, various central moments, non-central moments, factorial moments and absolute moments. So let's learn about the relationship between central and non-central moments, and later on the relationship between non-central and central moments. So how can we write central moments in terms of non-central moments? Let us see by the definition how can we represent central moments into non-central moments. So we have mu r equals to 1 by n summation over I fi into xi minus x bar whole to the power of r. So I have to write this equation as 1 by n summation over I fi into xi minus a plus a minus x bar whole to the power of r. So we know that in the earlier class, 1 by n summation over I fi xi minus a is nothing but di a minus x bar. So mu1 dash is defined as 1 by n summation over I fi xi minus a. So it is simplified as 1 by n summation over I fi into xi minus a, so which is nothing but x bar. So x bar minus a. So wherever you are having x bar minus a, you have to substitute mu1 dash. Here a minus x bar, that's why minus mu1 dash whole to the power of r, right? So if you observe within the bracket, this is nothing but binomial whole power r. So binomial, we have to apply the binomial expansion. So 1 by n summation over I fi. So di rc naught value is 1. So di power r minus rc1 di power r minus 1 into mu1 dash plus rc2 di power r minus 2 into mu1 dash square minus rc3 di power r minus 3 into mu 1 dash whole cube plus rc4 di power r minus 4 into mu 1 dash whole to the power of 4 minus so on. The last term is nothing but minus 1 whole to the power of r mu 1 dash whole power r, right? So bracket close. So just I have to expansion by using the binomial. So now you expand the form 1 by n summation over I fi di power r. Just now we discussed about which is nothing but rth non-central moment. We are notating as mu r dash minus rc1. Again 1 by n summation fi di power r minus 1 is nothing but r minus 1 dash into mu 1 dash plus rc2 mu r minus 2 dash into mu 1 dash square minus rc3 into mu r minus 3 dash into mu 1 dash cube plus rc4 mu r minus 4 dash into mu 1 dash whole to the power of 4 minus and so on. The last term is minus 1 whole to the power of r mu 1 dash whole to the power of r. So why the last term becomes like this is nothing but 1 by n summation over fi into this term is nothing but summation fi by n. So both are cancelled, remaining is this term. So now if you substitute in particular cases, in particular substitute r equals to 2, mu 2 equals to, so you substitute mu 2 dash minus 2c1 is nothing but 2, this is 2 minus 1 mu 1 dash into mu 1 dash plus 2c2 value is 1 mu 2 minus 2, so 2 minus 2 this mu naught dash into mu 1 dash square. If you simplify this one, mu 1 dash into mu 1 dash square, mu naught dash value is 1. If you substitute mu 2 dash minus mu 1 dash square, is it right? Suppose you substitute r equals to 3, so mu 3 equals to mu 3 dash minus, so this is nothing but the 3c1, so 3 mu 2 dash into mu 1 dash plus again 3c2 value is nothing but 3c1, so 3 into mu 3 minus 2 is 3 mu 1 dash into mu 1 dash square, and last term minus 3c3 value is 1, so this is nothing but 1 into mu naught dash into mu 1 dash cube. So here you remember that one, if r equals to 3, you are consider up to rc3, this term, the first 4 terms in the binomial expansion, right? If you simplify this one, mu 3 dash minus 3 mu 2 dash mu 1 dash plus this is nothing but 3 mu 1 dash square mu 1 dash cube, this value is 1, so this, so remaining is 2 mu 1 dash cube, right? Similarly you substitute r equals to 4, so mu 4 equals to mu 4 dash minus 4c1 value is nothing but the 4 mu 3 dash into mu 1 dash plus 4c2 value is nothing but 6 mu 2 dash into mu 1 dash square. See 4c3 value is nothing but 4c1, so minus 4 4 minus 3 is mu1 dash into mu1 dash cube plus 4c4 value is 1. This is nothing but mu naught dash into mu1 dash whole to the power of 4. So if you are simplifying this one, remaining is mu4 dash minus 4 mu3 dash mu1 dash plus 6 mu2 dash mu1 dash square. So the last term, if you observe that one, minus 4 mu1 dash cube mu1 dash power 4, this one. So remaining minus 3 mu1 dash power 4. So these are called first 4 central moments. Next we learn about non-central moments. Non-central moments in terms of central moments. Non-central moments in terms of central moments. So here also we have the definition of non-central moment. So mu r dash equals to 1 by n summation over I fi into xi minus a whole to the power of r. So I have to rewrite this equation as 1 by n summation over I fi xi minus x bar plus x bar minus a whole to the power of r. So we know that this is nothing but the zi, this is nothing but the mu1 dash. Just you substitute 1 by n summation over I fi, this is zi plus mu1 dash whole to the power of r. So again within the bracket is binomial term whole to the power of r. So we have to use the binomial expansion. So 1 by n summation over I fi, so which is nothing but rc naught value is 1. So zi power r plus rc1 zi power r minus 1 into mu1 dash plus rc2 zi power r minus 2 into mu1 dash square plus rc3 zi power r minus 3 into mu1 dash cube plus rc4 zi power r minus 4 into mu1 dash whole to the power of 4 plus so on. The last term is mu1 dash whole to the power of r, bracket close, right? So now if your expansion or the open the bracket 1 by n summation fi zi power r, which represents rth moment about the mean, so which is denoted as mu r plus rc1 into mu r minus 1 into mu1 dash plus rc2 mu r minus 2 into mu1 dash square plus rc3 mu r minus 3 into mu1 dash cube plus rc4 into mu r minus 4 into mu1 dash whole to the power of 4 plus 1. The last term is nothing but mu1 dash whole to the power of r. Why? Because of here again 1 by n summation fi is nothing but summation fi by n Summation Fi is nothing but the total frequency, so the numerator denominator will be cancelled, remaining mu1 dash whole to the power of r. So now in particular case you have to substitute, r equals to 2. If r equals to 2, you are getting mu2 dash equals to mu2 plus 2c1 value. 2c1 value is 2, mu2 minus 1 mu1 into mu1 dash plus 2c2 value is 1 mu0 into mu1 dash square, right? So I already told you, if you are consider r equals to 2 in the expansion form, you can use only up to 3 terms. So the first term, second term and third term, right? So if you simplify this one, mu2, mu1 value is 0, just now we obtained, so mu0 value is 1, so plus mu1 dash square. Similarly, we have to substitute r equals to 3, mu3 dash equals to mu3 plus 3c1 value is 3 mu2 into mu1 dash plus 3c2 value again 3 mu1 into mu1 dash square plus 3c3 value is 1, so mu0 into mu1 dash cube. If you simplify this one, again mu1 value is 0, so this entire component becomes 0, so mu3 plus 3 mu2 mu1 dash plus mu1 dash whole cube. This value is 1, this value is 0, so if you simplify this one, you are getting mu3 plus 3 mu2 mu1 dash plus mu1 dash whole cube. Similarly, you have to substitute r equals to 4, mu4 dash equals to mu4, 4c1 value is 4 mu3 into mu1 dash, so just I have to, right, so mu1 dash plus 4c2 value is nothing but 6 mu2 into mu1 dash square plus 4c3 value is 4 mu1 into mu1 dash cube plus 4c4 value is 1, so mu0 into mu1 dash whole to the power of 4. If you simplify this, mu4 plus 4 mu3 mu1 dash plus 6 mu2 mu1 dash square, this mu1 value is 0, so this entire component becomes 0, plus mu0 value is 1, so that's why mu1 dash whole to the power of 4. So now mu4 dash equals to mu4 plus 4 mu3 mu1 dash plus 6 mu2 mu1 dash square plus mu1 dash whole to the power of 4. So this is the interrelationship between central, non-central moments and vice versa. Here I want to mention some more coefficients which was given by the Professor Karl Pearson, right? So according to Karl Pearson, some coefficients, that is nothing but beta 1. Beta 1 is defined as mu3 square mu2 square by mu3 square by mu2 cube. Beta 1 equals to mu3 square by mu2 cube. Similarly, gamma 1 equals to square root of beta 1, right? Similarly, beta 2 equals to mu4 by mu2 square, so whenever mu4 by mu2 square, gamma 2 equals to beta 2 minus 3, beta 2 minus 3. So if you observe this one, these are the beta coefficients and gamma coefficients. Sometimes we have used alpha coefficients also. Alpha coefficients are defined as alpha 1 equals to mu 1 by sigma, alpha 2 equals to mu 2 by sigma square, alpha 3 equals to mu 3 by sigma cube, So alpha 4 equals to mu 4 by sigma power 4. So these are sometimes alpha coefficients. So how the beta coefficients, gamma coefficients are there, alpha coefficients are there, which is nothing but mu 1 value is 0. That's why alpha 1 value is 0. Mu t is nothing but the variance, sigma square is variance. So alpha 2 equals to 1, mu 3 equals to alpha 3 equals to mu 3 by sigma cube, which is nothing but square root of beta 1. This is mu 4 by sigma square. Mu 4 by sigma square is nothing but beta 2. So this is the interrelationship between gamma coefficients and beta coefficients. I hope you are getting the knowledge about the meaning of moments, and you have a clear distinction between central and non-central moments. The moment defined about its arithmetic mean is known as central moment. The moment defined about the origin or any point or any arbitrary constant, which is known as non-central moments or raw moments. Right? So these are mu 1, mu 2, mu 3, mu 4 are called first 4 central moments. Mu 1 dash, mu 2 dash, mu 3 dash, mu 4 dash are called first non-central moments. Professor Carl Pearson have given some beta coefficients, that is beta 1 equals to mu 3 square by mu 2 cube, beta 2 equals to mu 4 by mu 2 square, gamma 1 is nothing but beta 1 square root of beta 1, gamma 2 is nothing but the derivative of beta 2 minus 3. But somewhere you may be observe alpha coefficients also there. So alpha coefficient is nothing but alpha 1 equals to mu 1 by sigma, alpha 2 equals to mu 2 by sigma square, alpha 3 equals to mu 3 by sigma cube, alpha 4 equals to mu 4 by sigma 4. Right? So what is the importance or use of the moments? So generally we know that any frequency, we want to know the nature of the frequency distribution, or the shape of the frequency distribution. We must know the moments of that distribution, right? So that's why moments play a vital role in statistics to know the nature of the distribution. Thank you for watching this video.